Selfishly, I hate these international shows. Raw is off the air. We're going to do our 3 ups and 3 downs. As always, here we go. But first, be sure to leave this video a like, comment, give me your thoughts, and follow @TakesByTom, a real fan with authentic takes. You're going to want to be here. Now, as always, we start with the downs. Down number 1 for me was Gunther tapping out. Now, I know, it wasn't a real tap out. Kind of showed off Gunther's in-ring IQ, tapping out to get AJ to release that calf crusher. But for me, you can't walk around claiming you're this big bad guy when that's what you're doing, and you're tapping out like that. I get it's about the ring smarts, but for me, the visual of Gunther tapping out, I didn't like it. Down number 2 for me is definitely just the international start time. I know this is out of everyone's control, but if the show started at 1 o'clock, I just watched it. I watched it at my normal time, 7 o'clock. So just having to stay off spoilers and all that and try to be surprised, it's hard. I like watching it live and going on Twitter live and seeing what everyone's thinking. So I don't like the international start times. Down number 3 is a small one for me, but it's the Raw Tag Division. After that great main event a few weeks ago where the Usos became the new champs, it looks like we're getting the Usos against Alpha Academy. That's going to be the first tag title defense for the Usos? Like, come on. I love Otis. I think he's great. I think Tozawa's a joke. But them as a team, they've never been it, and that being the first title defense for the Usos is awful. All right, now time for the ups. Up number 1 for me is the follow-up with Braun Breaker. I loved what they did. Now, after losing clean to Punk last week, we needed Breaker to have some type of follow-up, something important. And that's what they did. That spear to Dragon Lee, unbelievable. One of his best ever. He just came out there, looked like a total force, and the whole interaction with Adam Pearce was just so well done. Adam Pearce doesn't get enough credit for what he does. He plays his role so well, and Braun Breaker is suspended now. I'm interested to see where that goes. The thing to keep your mind on is Paul Heyman saying that Adam Pearce made the mistake first, that he laid a hand on Braun Breaker, so I'm interested to see where that leads. The thing to keep your eyes on, though, is Paul Heyman and what he said. He told Pearce that he made the big mistake, that he laid his hand on Breaker first, so I'm interested to see where that goes, because Heyman's always got something going on. Up number 2 for me is CM Punk and Finn Balor. Now, is Finn Balor going to win the title? No shot. But it's cool to see a new, fresh name get a world title match. I'm glad they're not just having Punk coast, and he's going to defend the title, it seems, next week in Ireland, another international show. But that should be fun. I've always wanted to see Punk and Finn Balor, and with the title on the line in Ireland, could be fun. Up number 3 for me would be a small one. It's Javon Evans. Happy to see him on the show and not just during commercial this week. But Javon Evans beat Ryo or Grande, whichever one of the guys he beat. He beat Tyler Bate. It was a nice showing for Javon, and then Javon had a little backstage segment later interacting with Penta and Dragon Lee, so him flirting with that upper mid-card main event level already is nice, especially after he got his contract signed during a commercial last week.